Hola amigos, I'm here in Cuba. I have brought you to Cuba. How flipping generous am I? I've just tried to find a nice quiet spot on the beach, and it's not the most attractive place, but still quite nice. I just wanted to be private, just you and me. Sorry that I'm sweating. It's unavoidable because it's quite warm. It's only 9 AM, but it's still pretty damn warm. So I'm going to talk to you about the fragrances I brought out to Cuba with me. So fragrances I thought would be nice on my holiday. I'm going to start with, this is the end of my holiday. Tomorrow's my last day, so I've tried them all out during the day and night. Some of them not both, but most of them both. So I'm going to start with the loser of the lot, and I'm really surprised. Well, shouldn't be surprised really. It's Guerlain Beluga from Guerlain. It's not really a summery fragrance, but I just really love it, and I didn't want to be without it. I actually haven't worn it myself. Like my friend Cheryl, she wore it, she really likes it, but to me it just didn't fit with the warm weather. It's sort of, I found it a bit cloying, very pleasant, and still obviously love it, but I don't think it's a warm weather fragrance, so that is a fail for a holiday fragrance. Then I'm going to go with another Guerlain, Domini. This one I don't feel is suitable for the daytime. It's just a bit too hot. It's probably not really that much of a summery fragrance. Not quite sure. I've just sprayed some on now just to sort of double check, and it's not carrying that well. I did wear it in the evening and definitely enjoyed it in the evening, and I think that sort of incensey vibe actually works in warm weather. I think it kind of gives it like that hedonistic holiday happy kind of feel. So Bois Domini, definitely for the evening in warm weather it was alright. Didn't project that well, but then you have to be really heavy handed with it anyway, I find. Moving swiftly on to Portrait of a Lady. I've only got this tiny little decant. Again, I had my friend Cheryl wearing it one night and she absolutely loves it. I love this fragrance as well. I wasn't sure about it for during the day again because it's very heavy, but I did spray a little bit on my arm earlier just to test it. It was about an hour ago. It was projecting, and I think where it's hot, all the fragrances are wearing very close to the skin, but it definitely catches in the breeze because I'll tell you a little story in a minute about that. On my other arm I've got Tender Madeleine. I don't know why, but I'm not really feeling it at the moment in this weather. I know it probably is more suitable for this weather, but just a bit cloying, I think. So it's oranges and vanilla kind of fragrance, cupcakey type. So yeah, I've worn it day and night, and I don't think it actually performed brilliantly. Next one up, this one is a winner for me, Nexus. Fucking love Nexus. Day and night, smells absolutely beautiful, lasts, projects moderately during the day in the heat. I did get a compliment from one of the staff, I think, from wearing this one. So Nexus is a total winner. I'll take that on holiday without a shadow of a doubt in the future. Frangipane from, what are they called? Chantical. Absolutely beautiful. It is, again, very close to the skin during the day, in the very hot weather, in the evening. Still not projecting massively, but enough, and I think more for an evening in future for that one. That's my personal opinion. So the obvious one was Virgin Island Water, and actually didn't perform that brilliantly at all. Definitely more of a daytime fragrance, totally unisex, worked very well with the suntan lotion and just the whole sense that you get on holiday. It does work well with it, but for me it just didn't perform that well, didn't really project at all, and it wore off very quickly. Now I'm testing these during the day. I'm swimming in the sea, I'm swimming in the swimming pool, I'm applying suntan lotion, so that's a pretty harsh test for any fragrance. So my absolute winners now the winners of the pack. Oh, there's one that's disappeared because I've used it all, and that is Pure Azure. I had a little decant. That was a compliment getter. One of the Cuban guys that I danced with absolutely loved it. It really goes well with the fragrances that you get when you're in a hot country, like suntan lotion and all that. It really does work very nicely. I would like to get myself a bottle of that, and I think I would absolutely take it on holiday. I wore it evening and daytime, and it performed fairly well. Pretty close to the skin during the day, but as I say, most of them were. Now, the winners. This one is called Rome 1963. And I'm swapping hands because my arm is aching. Rome 1963 was absolute total winner. It performed amazing throughout the day. My friend Cheryl kept saying, wow, that smells amazing. It reminded her of something really nice, and she wants to get a bottle now. It lasted from all the swimming, absolutely everything. It lasted all day long, and again in the evening, and it projected pretty well. So it's the absolute top performer of the bunch. And then onto this little beauty. I feel like I might need a full bottle, and that is Montel Vanilla Absolute. I wore it a few times and got compliments every time. Yesterday, and again, this really outperformed everything else, except probably on a par with the 1963 Rome one. It lasted, and it didn't exactly project massively, but it kept catching on the breeze, and the people that we were hanging out with yesterday, friends that we've made over the holiday, kept commenting on it, and they absolutely loved it. Yesterday I had a couple of guys being a bit flirty with me. Maybe I was a bit flirty back, but the lifeguard wanted to bring me, or wanted me to come out and live with him in Cuba, but you know, I think his intentions might be slightly dishonourable. And then in the pool, no, was it in the pool? Yeah, when we was in the pool, our friend that we've made out here said, no wonder all the blokes are flocking to you because you smell amazing. She said, that's it, there was a guy in the pool kept bringing me drinks. So yeah, so that was an absolute winner, the Vanilla Absolute. It smells beautiful, not just vanilla, it smells like there's a sweet flower in there. It's not a very complex fragrance, and I thought at first it was just standard. Oh, something's biting my thigh. 1 second. Let's sort that bastard out. Sorry about that. So yeah, Vanilla Absolute from Montel is an absolute freaking winner. Outperformed everything except the Rome one, which, as I say, was flipping amazing. So I hope you've enjoyed your little foray into Cuba, and I'm now going to get some breakfast. Thanks for watching, guys.